Okay, today, right now.
Is it recording?
Yes. We are about to go over our materials list, so pay attention. Some of these items you can get locally, some of these items you just have to acquire when you visit us. Okay, let's go. We're going to go over our materials list, the items that you need for training, or the items that we use for our training, retreats, our boot camps, and our homeschool science camps as well. Some of these items you can find locally and bring along with you. We encourage you to purchase what you can so that you can have them on your own time. But you are more than welcome to visit our library during your time here to do some of the readings that you want to catch up on. So some of these books have come from my grandmother. So in my studying and her leaving me these awesome old books, they have gotten worn, so I do not lend them out, but perhaps copies when you arrive and we're doing group work. The name of this book is Yoga, Youth, and Reincarnation by Jess Stern. This is one of the books that is helpful during your program, or can you push the space button for me? Another book that my grandmother passed down to me is Back to Eden. Can you see that? Can you put your hand up for me? Back to Eden. Back to nature. Back to being your natural self. This is a very, very good yogi book. If you don't have it, you should try to look it up online. But I don't think it's I've been told that they are hard to come by online. Accepting Your Power to Heal. Another good book, one of the resources that we use here that you should have in your repertoire. Flash of the Spirits by Robert Greene. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mention the name of the authors of some of these. Okay, I'll list them. Introduction to Black Studies. Gotta have it in your homeschool group, in your teacher training from an African perspective, in any of your trainings dealing with Black history. Gotta have it. One of the books that I do not have here are the Meta-Netters, the 3 volumes. We only use the first volume for introductory courses, but girl, I almost stood on your head. But if you are teaching anything related to Black history, African culture, prior to colonism, then you should definitely have Meta-Netters. This is a book that you can order through our website. I'll share it here, the link. But this is our cultural homeschool group. But it's also got a lot of good information in it for yoga from an African perspective. But we mostly use it for the anatomy portion, and then just some African cultural tips that a lot of people don't know about or don't pay any attention to or need reminding of. So this is one of the books you'll want to have. But if you don't have it, if you're unable to get it before you visit us, then we have a copy here. This is a version that I made for my daughter, so it's very special to me. And me. She still uses it for, you just did cursive writing. The Art of War. Very important book to have for the mind. And how to know your enemy. How to conquer your enemy. And how to confuse your enemy. As a matter of fact, let me just, while I'm talking about the enemy real quick. This book is very, very good if you are attending a teacher training and you also or visiting Africa and you also are traveling with your children. This is the Santa Garvey and Me book. And it's a global African journey for children. Can you see? Yeah. I thought this was a really good start to my journey in and sharing homeschooling with underserved communities. The Black Legacy learning series. Gotta have this book if you are doing anything with African culture and diasporans. They should know. We go to a number of schools, and they don't really know the African culture in America, what the African Americans have gone through, and vice versa. We don't know what the Africans are experiencing here in Africa currently in these modern times, unless you visit. Why am I showing this? Oh yes, I like that the first vocabulary, or the first month, is dedicated to Amhotep, and who is the father of medicine. And there's a lot of confusion that someone else is the father of medicine. But we'll have the African Yoga Teacher Training Manual. I like to say self mastery training, because that's what yoga is the practice of mastering yourself. A lot of times you go to these teacher training things, I'm going to learn how to train people, but I always know that I learned something more about myself, and I evolve or develop to the person that I am designed to be. So this book, gotta have an African American history book. I love this book for its time of displaying African culture after colonism, but I really wish that it led us somewhere. Well, it does. It gives a timeline of history prior to African American history. So I guess maybe a second edition, let's see it, Asante, of African history prior to colonism. But this is a good book for their African American experience. Okay. I'm told that you can't get this book in stores. Maybe you have to order it, or there's a video documentary. But Hitler shares some very good information about the plans for the black culture by the elite, I'll say. So we go over some things that come up out of here that Hitler was on to. And then the Book of Coming Forth by Day. We venture off into here just to discover that this is not just the laws of Ma'at. There are 42, but there are said to be 100 and plus that. And the 42 are just the ones that were minimized or brought down to the 42 from the 100 and something plus. So check that out. And then while you are here, we have an awesome Kemetic translator, Dr. Abadale. I share his information with you as promised. But I want him, if you go to him, ask him why all the other images of her are, why are all the other images of her, you're right, why are all the other images of her white? But I was able to find this one because I remember when I was visiting, I saw her as a colored woman. So I'm just curious to know what he shares with you about that. Okay. So Dr. Abadale, he is a Kemetic, or he translates the hieroglyphics for you at a very reasonable price. What else? Okay, baby, I want to close out in a meditation when you're ready. Oh, I'm not finishing though. Okay. Other things that you might, if you are particular about your massage oil, make sure you bring that. But I use olive oil. A yoga strap for advanced postures. A journal. A journal to write in. Pen and paper. Go over these, just some vegan recipes, and then how to make your own vitamins, and Ghanaian dishes that you will love to enjoy when you arrive. I've been told that they're awesome. Can you hand me that 40? instrument, which you provide, or if you'd like to bring your own, you're welcome. If you like to play the guitar, bring your guitar. Love this book, The 40 Days to Power, or 40 Days to Personal Revolution. It's a good book by Byron Baptist. Is that everything? 2 jugs of water. This is water that I put hibiscus tea in, so that's why it looks like a bloody red oil. And watermelon. There's watermelon, hibiscus tea, and lime in here. Oh, and then I'll show you, like, my meditation table. So, incense, stones, the herbs, so that you can ground. Sage. What else? Yes, I think that is all. Kaya, do you have anything to add? No. Kaya helps with a lot of the trainings. Molly, do you have anything to add? Okay, please come and help me close out with a meditation, please. This is the authentic version of, yes? Yeah. No problem. You said it all, man. Thank you. Should I pause it? Sorry, okay. Meditation beats. You'll need some meditation beats. Or when we go on tour to what's the name of the place again, Ray? Tamale. What's the name of the mosque? Larabanga. I have a copy of my book and discovering my journey to emancipating myself from mental slavery and freeing myself. So if you have gotten a copy, make sure you bring it along with you so that I can sign it for you.